All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to Inktober. Inktober, I'm going to try and do an ink drawing every day. And today's the first day. It's October 1st. And I've got these prompts. You can look for them on the Facebook group. If you're not familiar with the Facebook group, it is Creature Science Illustrated Community. If you go to Facebook, look for that. And we'll get you in there. And you can not only can you see what's going on with Inktober from me, but there are other people participating, and I would encourage you to participate. All you have to do is make an ink drawing once a day, or once every other day, or once a week, or once, I don't care. You do what you can do, and that's really it. So we're going to get started today with Inktober. Let me just turn my light a little bit here. This is the first time I've done a video like this where I'm doing a live drawing. And if you guys follow me at all with my artwork, you probably know I do a lot more digital stuff. So this will be interesting. But I do want to try and do, you can do Inktober however you want. I've done digital inks before, and that's okay, you know. But this year, I'm going to try and mostly, if not exclusively, do just traditional ink on paper. I may mix some colors in here and there. I don't know. But let me just go over to the supplies. This is the first one. You will see me using just a basic like 2B pencil or some kind of pencil, probably a pencil sharpener, some erasers. It's just to get my lines down. Sometimes I may use those, sometimes I may not. I've got all this mess of stuff over here. Now, most of this is redundant, but let me just show you what it is. So I've got some, these are all white ink, and they're just if I want to add a little highlight, pop, little pop for you there. Then this is actually another pencil. Put that over there. Some of these are new. I picked up these at the Blix art supply store. These are drawing pens. They come in different thicknesses, and this is kind of a brush type setup here. Actually, I think these are all the same. I think I just got 341. Yeah, these are all the same. I just didn't know how long they'd last. And then I've got these Micron pens, so these are different widths. So there's a 1, and this is actually another brush one here, similar to that other one you just saw. Stick that over there. And an 08 and an 03 and a 005. So this one's like super, I don't know if this is blurry or not. This one's super fine point, and then some of these are a little bit thicker. So anyway, the idea is to get different widths of lines using different strategies. And today's word, because I do have that prompt list on the CSI community, Creature Science Illustrated community, the first word is spider. Now, if you want to do this, you don't have to go by these prompts. You can if you want to. You can make up your own prompts. Do what you want. That's the cool thing about Inktober and art is it's, you know, there's some rules, but they're loose. And the whole point of Inktober, the artist Jake Parker came up with this concept, and the whole idea is just to get you to draw over and over again, just get into practice, and usually with ink. So we'll see. All right, so here we go. We're going to try this spider. And I was trying to figure out what kind of spider to do. I decided to go with a jumping spider, I think is what I'm going to do. I don't even know yet for sure. I mean, I'm looking at a reference, a photo I took of a jumping spider, but I don't know how true to form I'm going to stay on that. If I'm going to make it more of a monster or if it's going to be more realistic. We'll see. We'll just see how it goes. I don't even know if this is showing up. If not, then I'm probably time-lapsing through this and you won't have to worry about it. So... This is, by the way, the one I'm modeling this off of is called a Regal jumping spider. All right, so I've got like my baselines. I don't know if this is showing up, but if it is, those are like my baselines here. And now I'm going to, maybe we'll start with with just, let's see, we'll start with an 8. It's a little bit thicker just to get some of our basic structure in here. It's interesting for me drawing like this. I'm used to drawing in digital, and I can just, you know, tap to undo. You'll probably see me do that from time to time. That means I messed up if you see me do that. It means I made a mistake, and I'll just have to fix it without undoing if I make a mistake with these digital inks, like right there. That's kind of a mistake. That's all right, though. These are the chelicerae here, and on the actual spider, these are like a metallic green or turquoise color. Really cool. There we go. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work out, honestly. I don't even know. We're going to see what happens. I love the big eyes, though, these guys. Big, beautiful eyes. Now, I put down the pencil, the graphite, and I will use those as guidelines, but I may not always go off of those exactly. It just depends. You know, we'll just see how it goes, as it were. I don't want to put too much detail in here because I'm going to have to add some of these hairs and stuff in here, so I have to be a little careful about that. All right, I'm going to switch to one of these brush pens, mostly just because I want to play with one. And I haven't really, I used these a little bit when I got them a couple of weeks ago, and I played with them for like a few minutes. But I've been saving them. I didn't want to like get burnt out before Inktober even started. Now I do know that I need to leave like a big highlight spot for the eyes. He's gonna look really funky until I get these filled in. But this may be where that. What's over there that's so interesting? This may be one of those things where I use the white ink. But these guys, they are pretty hairy. Maybe not as hairy as, like, say, a tarantula or something like that, but they've got some hair. We're going to try and represent that as good as we can. Now, this is a male that I'm drawing. Again, I don't know if I'm going to stick with it officially as a jumping spider, but right now it's definitely looking that way. And the males of this species, the regal jumping spider, they are black. The females are kind of this orange color. Now, here I'm actually indicating some of the hair from the leg over here, so that's why that's looking that way. That's the beauty of this brush, is that, see, I can get these kind of like different size strokes in here and stuff. Now I'm starting with the head. I'm kind of focusing on that because I figure if I can get that right, then I'm in good shape. Now they have this sort of weird, it's gonna look really funny right now. They have this sort of bridge that comes over here. So the reason I wanted to do Inktober, I did it last year, and it was quite an adventure. This is not an easy feat to do, to draw every day for 31 days and come up with new ideas to draw and everything. It's a lot. But I was really proud that I did it. Some of my drawings came out really awesome. Other ones, well, not so awesome. But that's another part of Inktober, is just getting your work out there, and it's okay if, you know, if your work isn't perfect. This is not my normal medium. It's a medium I am very fond of. And so I'm hoping that by doing this, I will improve. But, you know, this is not like my best kind of thing to work with. So don't be intimidated. If you're like, I can't draw, well, you're wrong. You can draw. And how good you draw just depends on mostly how much you practice and a little bit on just how lucky you are. Some people, it does come easier for some people than others. I won't deny that, but very few people that are really good at drawing are just naturally just that good. Most of them have worked long and hard to achieve those skills. Kind of white fur in this little section right here. Now spiders have fur, but or hairs, I guess would be the more scientifically accurate way to describe it. They have hairs, and some are more hairy than others, but they're not warm-blooded like mammals, so that hair does not help them to keep warm. That hair is there as a sensory organ because they are in a phylum called Arthropoda, the arthropods, and part of being in the arthropod club means that you have an exoskeleton. And when you have an exoskeleton and somebody taps you on the shoulder, hello, you can't really feel that because, you know, it's an exoskeleton. It's made of chitin, and yeah, so these hairs will help them to sense their surroundings. Not sure I'm digging. Look here, this may just get more filled in. Now, whether you're drawing hair on a spider or a squirrel or whatever it is, one of the important things is, and we'll see how well I do it, is to make sure that your strokes are going in the direction of the hairs. So the spider has a directionality to the fur on it. And I'm trying to stay true to that because it's going to make it look more accurate. Yeah, accurate. I would also encourage you guys to please do go to the Facebook group or even in the comments here. And let us know what you think. You know, be nice with me and anybody else that is participating in this. But you know, give us some positive feedback. For me, you can be honest with me if you're like, Matt, that leg is horrible. That's okay. I'm good with that. You can tell me that. With the other people that are participating, please respect their wishes. You're welcome to give them positive feedback. But unless they ask for criticism, I would ask that you do not give them any. Because for some people, it's enough for them just to get their stuff out there, and I don't want to discourage that. But if you are one of the people posting and you want some feedback, then let us know so we can get that for you. And I think feedback is important for artists because, you know, you see your own work and, you know, you don't maybe know when there's certain things you're doing that need improvement, or, you know, you can look at a piece of art that you're doing and spend hours on it. Somebody comes along and goes, you realize that this is totally out of proportion. And you go, no, I didn't. I've been looking at this nonstop for 3 days. You got to take a break from it, and sometimes you just need that alternate opinion. Somebody else's eyes, somebody else's perspective on things. Spiders, of course, have 8 legs. They have 2 major body parts, which is usually referred to, most people refer to it as the cephalothorax, which is the head, but it's combined with their thorax. And then there's other words for it too that may be more accurate. And then they have the abdomen in the back, of course. They are in the arachnid group, related to scorpions and ticks and mites, all those wonderful creatures. You may not think they're wonderful, but they're important. Don't discount them. Even the dreaded tick has its role to play in nature. Now let's see, I've filled a lot more black in here. He's looking a little squished to me. I still have to figure out how to get these fangs represented because they're so vibrant and bright in the real spider. I think I'm also going to give this little spider an abdomen. My photograph, you can't actually see the abdomen, but they have sort of these white spots. But I feel like I've changed the angle a little bit, so I feel like my spider needs some back. All right, well, I think I'm going to stick a fork in this one. Look, at the very least, you should feel better about yours now. I'm going to sign this and date it. And I'm going to put 10, 1, 18. I'm even going to write, I think I'm even going to write up here, spider. All right, we'll do this Mark Crilly style. The pen is down. There it is, my first drawing. I'm not super happy with it. It's okay. This is why I'm doing Inktober, to get better. So yeah, so there it is. This will be up on the Facebook group. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. Go over and become a member of the Creature Science Illustrated Facebook group so that you can share your artwork and see other people's artwork being shared. Until next time, everybody, have a fantastic day, and yeah, I'll see you really soon.